This feels so weird to do after about 6 months-ish, maybe even more than, maybe less than that, I don't know, of not filming. Hi guys, what is up? It is Lavender and welcome back to my channel. Yeah, I haven't posted a video in quite some time. Oops. But basically, this video is just gonna be I just want to let you guys know what happened and what's happening before I start getting into other videos and act like nothing ever happened, basically. But yeah, no, I stopped uploading for quite a while. First, it was intentional because I had a lot of stuff going on in my personal life, a lot of stuff happening, and then not like anything drastic, just like overwhelming things happening, and then it kind of became like I'm not uploading anymore. Okay. I have depression or anxiety depression. You know the struggles of things you love becoming a chore. And one of the things that I heard about most in, I don't want to say this industry, but like uploading videos and wanting it to be like your career or your job or whatever, is being careful to not turn what you love into a chore. Because while yes, I do love reading, I do love yapping and talking to you guys about, certain topics that I love to talk about, it can almost sometimes feel like a chore to bring out the camera and to set up everything and to get ready. Like, I had to spend, even though it doesn't look like it, I had to spend a full hour to get this ready. And sometimes you just don't want to do that, but you don't also want to just like come on camera looking like how you do when you wake up. So there's really no like sweet spot, kind of. And then it not only became a chore to upload, but it also became like I felt like I had to spend money to, because I'm someone who's definitely a slow, when it comes to books, I don't automatically buy a book that I like a book that like came out. Like Mortal Dark was the only book that I bought where I like saw someone read it came out, and then I was like, I have to buy that. Basically, I don't really buy books the minute they came out. Like, I don't do that. And I felt like I had to do that, or I felt like I had to buy the newer books because, that's what people online were filming and uploading and whatnot and talking about. And I just didn't have that kind of money. So I didn't have the money to go out and spend on a crap ton of books because books are freaking expensive. So then I just decided, I'm just going to talk about, other things like, Taylor Swift or, F1 or whatever. And it became like a chore because I was like, is this really what I want? Is this really like something that I want to do? And I slowly started to just like, whatever, it's okay. I'll miss up one upload day. It's fine, whatever. And then my electronics, aka my phone and my iPad, because I do film these on my phone and then I airdrop them to my iPad and basically edit in CapCut and upload them uploaded them to my YouTube channel for my iPad. Anyways, and basically the whole system with that kind of just failed me, and I was like, shoot, barely have anything on that because I literally use my iPad for my work. Really just use my iPad for like content creation. That's what I use it for. That's why I bought it, so that I could use it for content creation. And it just decided it didn't want to hold any storage, and I was like, fine, good, great. And the thing about it, I could definitely do this on my phone. However, I just can't work on a tiny screen. Like, I physically cannot work on a tiny screen, and it just, I couldn't do that. So I just decided, you know what, it's fine. Because I won't do that. And yeah, basically, that's where I've been. But basically, the second half of this video I want to talk about was, I am coming back. I do want to come back. Hence why I'm making this video. However, I am coming back with the mindset of I'm just gonna film anything and everything and have it be like a little mini vlog, because I love filming vlogs so much because they're way less, like, they're not a lot of effort, and like they're a lot of effort, but they're not as much effort. So I basically am just deciding that I'm just going to film I'm just going to film anything and everything that like goes on in my life. I have a few things that I'm working on in the background of this, which I'm very excited about because it's something that I have been wanting to do for a while. I just didn't, for some reason in my brain I was like, that's not possible, but now I'm like, wait a minute, it's possible. Okay. Which one of those things, I guess I'll talk about it now. One of those things is I'm creating a podcast. Now, this is not your everyday podcast, how every social media person decides they want to make a podcast. This is a podcast more specific and centered around, like, the paranormal, spooky aesthetic, that kind of, very historical kind of paranormal talking, like, that type of situation. So it's not like I'm not going to be talking lifestyle, I'm not going to be talking this and that, like, it's more so educational based than anything, and I'm working on that right now, behind the scenes of everything. I'm currently writing out the scripts for some of the episodes that I'm going to film, and it's coming out in October, actually the first Wednesday of October, and I still haven't figured out, like, I'm going back and forth between doing it bi-weekly or weekly. I still haven't figured that one out, surprisingly. And then I have a few more things, but I haven't really flushed them out yet, like, in my brain. They're just little bullet points in my brain that I haven't actually, like, thought about. But that's one of the big ones. And I'd kind of figured I would just, take you along with that and share with you guys that. Also, I'm kind of wanting to not make this channel whole specifically, but make, I guess, like, vlogs centered around, or that have, like, a, focus on being 20 years old and not really knowing what you want to do, because that is my life right now. While yes, I have, like, things lined up that I want to get started on and that I want to focus on, I don't have a set career in mind. Like, that's been me my whole entire life. Never really had, like, I've had, like, things I want to do, things I want to try, but I've never had, like, a centered, like, career focus like some people do where they go to college and they're like, I want to be this, and, put in schoolwork for that, which, good for them. Couldn't be me, though. But yeah, like, if you just want to follow along and maybe, like, learn some things or two and not feel alone in your 20s, like, you're not doing enough, because that is my brain constantly, every single day. So yeah, but that's basically it. I just wanted to come on here and be like, hi, I'm still alive, still not thriving maybe, but I'm still alive. If I can upload this video and actually get this video, like, done and whatnot, then that will be good, and that'll probably mean that I'm going to start to film a little bit more and just kind of walk you through my life. I don't have a set career in mind, and I'm hoping that I will find one, but for right now, we're stuck here because what is life? What is life at this point? Being a graduate high schooler for about 2 years now, 2 or 3 years, I'm not really sure, and I feel like I am back where it all started. Not in the nostalgic way, but in the way of, are we okay? Are we doing okay? Because I don't think we are. Anyways, on that depressing note, I don't know what my schedule is going to be like. I don't know what's happening. I want to get back into making content. I'm just having to push myself to actually do it, because that's the thing, is I have ideas that I want, like, to do, or I have things that I want to do, but I need to, like, actually push myself to do them. And I'm hoping that this is, like, yes, we're starting at square one probably, but I'm hoping that it gets easier from here, and it's easier for me to actually not be consistent, but it's easier for me to actually do things and get things done. So yeah, anyways, if you want to follow me on any of my socials, I will have them on the screen or link down below. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to get better because I know, being a content creator, you have to, upload content. That's the whole business and job of it. But I'm trying to get better at that, and I'm trying to get better at being active on places that I'm not usually active on, because I have a love-hate relationship with social media. I love it because, I love to see other people like filming and uploading things and, their creativity behind it, but I hate it because it's such like it's either a good or bad thing. It's either a good or a bad place, and most of the time people just don't care, and they'll talk about anything they want, which is good. But then it gets to a point where I'm just like, you're not even a good person to begin with. Anyways, I'm gonna quit yapping, and I will talk to you guys or see you guys shortly, maybe, hopefully, if this actually works out, because the main goal is to actually upload this, and if I can upload this, then we are in good hands. But I will see you guys later. Bye.